Today, the Supreme Court heard arguments in 3 landmark cases, all involving subpoenas for President Trump's personal financial records. They have big implications for presidential power and could ultimately determine whether Trump will have to release his tax returns before the November election. And in a big sign of the times, the public got to hear the arguments live in real time. ABC's Devin Dwyer covers the Supreme Court and joins us now. Devin, what's at stake here?
Hey, Lindsay, well, if the public is ever going to see President Trump's tax returns, it's going to come down to their decision in these cases. It was a big one today at the Supreme Court. House Democrats want the president's financial records for their investigations into his businesses and possibly to write some new ethics laws. The Manhattan District Attorney has subpoenaed the president as part of a grand jury probe into possible financial crimes. Those subpoenas are all on the table, and the president has lost in every lower federal court so far. So if the Supreme Court agrees with those lower courts, by this summer, the president could have to turn over some of those records. Of course, whether the public gets to see them and how fast is a different question, but we could be headed in that direction.
And President Trump's lawyer made a sweeping claim that a president has absolute immunity from any investigation into his private business affairs as long as he's in office. Let's take a listen.
What's really happening here could not be clearer. The presidency is being harassed and undermined with improper process.
And how did the justices respond to that?
Yeah, absolute immunity from any investigation. An extraordinary claim by Jay Sekulow, the president's private attorney. It landed flat with the justices, Lindsay. They did not take to the argument. In fact, they didn't address it very much. The Supreme Court, as you remember, in 1974 said Richard Nixon had to comply with that subpoena from the Watergate special prosecutor. In 97, it unanimously said that President Bill Clinton had to sit down for a videotaped deposition in the Paula Jones case. So that history is there, and it does matter. There was concern, though, from the justices on both sides of the bench about whether these subpoenas can go too far. And so you could see in their decision by the end of July, Lindsay, some sort of a middle ground here where they want to avoid presidential harassment, but they do think there needs to be some accountability and rule of law.
All right, Devin Dwyer, thanks so much for your reporting.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.